I just touched on a little while ago compliance standards. I think that you should take time on a routine basis to make sure that you meet or exceed all compliance standards that are relative to your business. This is going to become increasingly important. It is for all industries. It's not just ours. There's a lot of emphasis on compliance. There's a lot of compliance to keep up with. When we started in business 12 years ago, we probably spent a negligible amount on compliance. Wasn't a huge issue. There weren't a lot of regulations at that point in terms of the compliance issues that we have today. I would tell you this year, particularly because of our payment processing company that we offer, we'll probably spend $300,000 to $400,000 on compliance alone. And that number, I think, in everybody's world, if you're a small dealer in here, you think, well, that doesn't impact me. We have a workshop on that here for you. It does impact you. Now, I'm not suggesting you're going to have to spend, 6 figures on compliance, but you are responsible at all levels to have certain things in place, and it's a tricky world out there.
My goal is and has been for the last 12 years and probably will be for the next 20 years is to make all of my dealer clients as successful as they want to be, and I'm going to let them define success. So that's where we start, and what we're talking about elevating your game is go beyond the minimum standards. I preach it, and I preach it when I teach collection schools and manager schools and sales schools. I preach it to my clients that, listen, I know what the laws say, I know what the regulations say, I know what the minimum standards in business are. But the best dealers, the ones who are at the top of the benchmarks as we look at their numbers, the ones who succeed or far exceed you, are the ones who go beyond the minimum standard, and it's in all aspects. The one thing interesting about doing composites in our 20 groups and looking at your financial results each and every month is there hasn't been a dealer yet, I mean, I love you all, but there hasn't been a dealer yet who is the best in every aspect of the business. Some are great salespeople, some are great marketers, some are really good at underwriting and finding out who's going to pay and when they're going to pay. Some are great collectors, some are great businessmen and team builders, but everybody has weaknesses out there. Where are we heading in this world? I was a little bit cloudy. I know the cars are tough. I know the rules are tough. I know the capital is tough to get. I do remember reading an article that Wall Street is giving us money left and right at no % interest, and I just called up the LA Times and I'd like to get some of that because I can't find money at 0% interest, and I don't see Wall Street throwing money at this business out there. But we're going to talk a lot about that, elevating your game, moving it ahead. The one thing that I know about this group is you're here. So the cost of being better, there are real costs. You're going to write real checks. When Chris talked about training, you write real checks. You send your people away. It costs money, but you have to recognize the benefits of what you're doing here.